Welcome everybody to a brand new episode of That's a Wrap. I'm Caboose.
I'm Under the Answer.
And today what we got for you guys here is another installment of the Countdown to Endgame, the series where we bring you guys weekly episodes about Avengers Endgame leading up to the release of the film this April. Now before we get into today's topic, I wanted to ask you guys, of course, if you could leave a like rating on the video as it shows your support, and we would really appreciate it. So if you could leave a like, that would be awesome. And well, with that said, today's topic is not a huge one.
Yes.
But a pretty exciting one, I'm sure.
Newsworthy.
Yes.
Anything that comes up for Endgame, we get excited, right? So.
And we also wanted to reiterate as well that the contest that we had going on last month is still continuing this month as well. Like I said, when we get to the 4th episode, we are going to be picking a fan-submitted topic for Avengers Endgame.
Yes.
And that person who wins will get some sort of prize. So send in your topics, things you want us to cover, and in the comment section below, and you could potentially win an awesome prize at the end of the month.
It's getting real tough each week, Caboose, to keep up with the theories, the ideas, the suggestions. Man, the fans come in drones.
Yeah.
There is some good stuff out there I've been reading.
I totally agree.
Really good stuff.
I totally agree. So today what we're going to be talking about is this interview that the folks over at Collider, some good friends of mine, did with the Russo brothers and some of the VFX team for Avengers, Infinity War, and Endgame, talking about Endgame and its runtime. So here's an official quote when asked about what the runtime currently is for Avengers Endgame from the Russo brothers. I think the studio is down with what is best for the story. Right now, we think the movie is playing well, and we've had great responses from our test audiences, and we're feeling good about where it is. We're still working on it, and we're not done with it yet. Again, this is the culmination of 22 films. It's a lot of storytelling to work into it. Emotion is an intrinsic part of that to us. When you have to tell really complicated stories and you want strong emotional moments with the characters, it just requires a certain amount of real estate. This one in particular feels like 3 hours worth of real estate.
You know, just that quote there alone, and thanks for reading it, Caboose, you can see how much passion these guys have for this project.
Yeah.
You could just hear in that paragraph alone, just read it a couple of times to see how seriously the Russos are taking this.
Agreed.
How seriously they're taking this movie, how much confidence we have in these guys to hit a home run. They really know how important this is to sum up, 10 plus years, 22 movies to sum this up. And it's very difficult to do. You need a 3-hour runtime.
Yeah. No, I totally agree. With Avengers Infinity War, I think we were clocking close to 2 hours, 40 minutes. And that felt just about right for that movie. That felt just about right for the story that they needed to tell. So it looks like, again, with Endgame, because it's not only continuing the story where we left off, but also essentially wrapping up that 22 years of filmmaking, they need as much time as they possibly can get. And it looks like, based on what the Russo brothers are saying, Marvel is very much in support of that. So that's great.
Yes.
There's also some rumors, though.
Yes, there is some rumors.
That are floating around there that supposedly, because the movie is aiming to be 3 hours, Marvel is aiming to potentially have an intermission with the movie. For those who don't understand what an intermission is, it's very simple. Somewhere probably towards the halfway point of the movie stops, you can get up, go to the bathroom, get some more popcorn, and you come back, and the movie will continue where it left off.
Yes.
I don't really like this idea.
So I'll tell you, Caboose, you know me. Love Marvel, love DC, love all these movies, but Marvel, I talk about Marvel a lot because I love them. I love Cap. There's things that I agree with what Marvel does, what the Russos do. If there is any rumor of this, it has to get killed right away.
Yeah.
This is not one thing that I don't think, if I look at the comments after this, I don't think there will be one fan that will want to take an intermission. There might be some people. There might be some casual people come with kids. 3 hours is a long time when you really do think about it. I remember back in my day when I watched Titanic in the theater, it was a damn long time in there. Like you're perched on that seat. Yeah. But once again, it's not a comic book movie and whatnot. So this is a movie where fans are going to come prepared. You've gone to the washroom.
Yes.
You have eaten.
Yes.
You're not bringing in too many fluids. You are in for the long haul.
That's right.
But a question I wanted to ask before I get to my next point is, Caboose, how much is too much where you think an intermission would be needed? I mean, if they said, because we're so hyped for this movie, this is, we're looking at 4 hours and 20 minutes, would you still be planted in your seat?
Honestly, because of the bias that we have. Let's be honest. We have a bias. We love these movies. It's our lives, So I would be in the theater if the movie was 12 hours.
You die for up.
Yeah.
You die for up.
Exactly. If the movie was 12 hours, I'd be glued to my seat all 12 hours. It would be that epic for me.
Now, Caboose, what I tried to do is I tried to take a look at a different angle.
Agreed.
A really good angle that, for the people that want to, and they can, the Russos, these guys are geniuses. They know what they're doing with audiences.
Yeah.
Now, if they do an intermission, you do something breathtaking. Something that will be a little mini cliffhanger for those 15 minutes that people go to get food or go to the washroom, and there is a buzz in that hallway. So I'm talking about a new villain reveal, a character reveal, or a potential big death, but you have to make it stick. Like, I mean, do they halfway through kill off a Cap and Iron Man? Now, we don't see that happening, but that's the only way I would say you do an intermission.
I'll tell you what, the movie's still 2 months away. There's still a little bit of time left for them to work on this film. It's not locked at 3 hours. It's not guaranteed to be 3 hours. However, from a couple of months ago, they said it was aiming to be 3 hours, and it's still at that runtime now. Yes. So it looks like that is the projection. That's kind of where they're aiming this film to be. I don't really want an intermission, honestly.
No,
there have been plenty of 3 hour movies. The Wolf of Wall Street is the one that comes to recent memory.
Yeah.
And I was totally fine in the theater. Yes. That movie flows right. If the editing and the pace is good, people won't notice. 100%. You won't notice the 3 hours. I do want to think, though, obviously, in the general audience perspective. Not from the hardcore fan like us, but from the people who just go to see a movie.
Trying to do. That's what I'm trying to do. So but even for a hard... Sorry, Caboose. People are going to get on me for interrupt you again. But even for a hardcore fan like me, so halfway through the movie, say they did do a Cap death. Say they went that bold. Man, I'll tell you, I would need to take a breather.
Yes.
Because the rest of that hour and a half of the movie, I wouldn't be able to stop thinking about it.
But the thing is that would have to be something that serves the purpose of the story, not the purpose of just creating an intermission. I totally agree. I totally understand. Yeah, honestly, I mean, it's up in the air. Because if you're thinking from a general audience perspective, I'm sure, like if we told our sister, hey, the movie's going to be 3 hours, she's going to be like, I'm not going to see that. That's just too long for me. Yeah. So there are some people out there, I'm sure, where that is just a little too long, and maybe an intermission will help with that. But I don't know. I mean, I've never really experienced an intermission in a movie before.
And I can't see it happening for this. And I truly think the movie's actually, the way they're even just talking about this intermission, I think it's actually going to be more than 3 hours. I think it's going to be like a 3 hour and 15, 20-minute movie.
Maybe obviously if you include credits and stuff like that, maybe it'll be 3 hours on the dot of film time and then credits stuff.
And that adds to it that you're still perched there in that seat.
That's true. That's true. All right, hey, listen, we also got another topic to talk about here. Orville Redenbacher, the popcorn people, they had a little contest going on apparently for Avengers Endgame, and they leaked it. They didn't mean to put it up, but they put it up a little bit early, and with that, we got a pretty cool promotional image here of the team, and this is a solid look at the new team of Avengers with their new suits and everything. Cap's got the scales.
Yes, which hyped me up.
Yes. It looks like it's Professor Hulk there. He's got a suit. He looks the most like Bruce Banner than he ever has in previous incarnations of Hulk from the movies. Black Widow's got her red hair back. She's got a little bit of blonde in there still too. And then Iron Man has the gold on the arms, just like the classic comic book suit. So what do you think about this image that we've seen here?
It's a great image. I think we're going to see maybe a few of these. I figured something sooner or later is going to leak. Yeah. It really doesn't do too much for me. I love it. I love seeing the scales on Captain America. I'm just so hyped for the movie. Images is not going to do too much for me at this point. Okay. Any trailers, any TV spots, although that last TV spot was great, it's not going to do too much for me for images. From what I can see here, this movie's shaping up. They're going to pay so much respect to the OGs.
Yeah.
And a lot of classic things we're going to see. There's going to be some memories that fans are never going to forget. We're going to have long-lasting memories and images from this movie.
I totally agree. I'm loving what I'm seeing here. That the whole Professor Hulk angle is what intrigues me the most right now, just based on this little image here. I really wonder if that is the route that they're going. How are they going to explain it? Did he just kind of figure it out? Did Bruce Banner just figure it out how to control the Hulk? Did they kind of come to a term in their head like, hey, let's work together here or something?
Because we saw signs of that. Right. He was trying to say, like, I'm always angry, and he was controlling. My only worry with that Professor Hulk thing is because we didn't get it in Infinity War, and I'm glad we didn't because it served the purpose of the movie. Yeah. I think all of us are rating for the rage. We're just rating for him to go nuts on 5 or 6 villains or Thanos, get his revenge and have another fight with him. Yeah. And now this Professor Hulk, from what I understand, it's more calm. He controls him. But I think we're all waiting for the big rage.
So I agree, but also I wonder if the whole Professor Hulk angle is so that he's got a kind of fighting style. Because the reason that the Hulk loses his fight against Thanos is because of that rage. It's that, blind rage, that blind anger, and Thanos has the control, and that's why he wins the fight. So maybe him getting an understanding and controlling the Hulk fully is so that he can actually go one-on-one.
Well, they always surprise us because when we were doing our Infinity War countdown, if there was one thing that I was 100% certain of that movie was he was going to bust out of the Hulk Buster and become Hulk, and it didn't happen. We were waiting. So the Russos always find a way to surprise. Whatever angle they go with, I become a little more intrigued now to see what's going to happen with Hulk.
Yeah, I agree, and I'm sure you're very excited about the scaling for the Captain America suit.
Anything with Cap. He could tie his shoes on, I'm excited. Okay,
that is the classic look for Captain America.
And I wonder how they're going to do that. Does Tony have the suits ready to go, or I wonder how they're going to spin that.
Well, what's interesting, if you paid close attention to Cap's suit in Infinity War, he had some rips in it. Right. And underneath the rips was the scaling.
Okay.
So maybe that was just kind of there all along. Maybe he kind of tears apart the suit or something, and that's just what's revealed underneath. Maybe that's the armor that protects him.
Whatever he does, it will be cool. I was talking to Caboose and we were wrapping this up and saying, I didn't think anything can beat an Infinity War. It was just they did it so beautifully.
Yeah.
And now more and more, it looks like it's shaping up that this movie is going to top it. And if they do, my goodness.
Yeah. After that teaser trailer and especially that Super Bowl spot, the hype is so real. And we can't wait.
Talking about how much can they give us in 30, 45 seconds? That's what they can give us in 30 to 45 seconds. That's how much they can give us in 30, 45 seconds.
Absolutely. Well, hey, that's the video that we got for today. And now we're going to kick it to you guys. Let us know your thoughts in the comment section below. Would you be okay with, first of all, Avengers Endgame being 3 hours, and second of all, there possibly being an intermission with the movie? And what do you think about that leaked image? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. I'm sure you're excited to read what people have to say.
I am.
And of course, again, leave your topics in the comment section below. We got that giveaway going on. If you want a chance to win an awesome prize, let us know some potential topics you want us to cover on the countdown to Endgame. And with that said, I'm Caboose.
I'm End of the Answer.
And once again, if you could leave a like rating on the video, it shows your support and we really appreciate it. And you can click on screen to make your way to one of the other videos on the channel, or you can click my logo to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Please follow us on Instagram and Twitter and like us on Facebook. The links are in the description. Drop a like if you enjoyed, leave a comment if you have an opinion, and subscribe if you're new.
That's a wrap.